So remember John 1, verse 15. Remember John chapter 1, verse 15. It talks about the love is, it talks about love, not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. How do we know that? Because First John chapter 2, 28, it say lives in Christ. It say, if ye knew that he is righteous, ye know that everyone that does righteousness is born of him. It says, but whosoever, in First John 3, 9, whosoever, we are God's children, whosoever is born of God does not con, con does not contend in sin, for his seed remains in him, and he cannot sin because he is born of God. So you're gonna know the difference. You're gonna know the difference of what is God's and what is the seed of the world. Because you're not gonna condone. Not saying that, oh, you did this and then you learn from it, but condoning in it, you're not gonna tell someone to do it because you don't know of it. It might be things that you learned out the world that is bad, but when God corrects you, you don't choose and you don't condone in those things. You walk upright. You choose what is right instead of wrong. Because it's just you just learning the different. You are learning and remembering the patterns and knowing who your father are. And so you choose the righteousness and not the wrong things. But, sometimes we growing up in this world, the people, our parents, sometimes family, friends, they say, a bad seed corrupt a good fruit, a good seed. You know what I'm saying? So it's just really all depending on who you're around sometimes. It all depends on who feeding you, who teaching you. Okay? And so if you are a good seed of God, born of God, and it's nothing around you but bad seeds, and they teaching you right from wrong, but instead of them teaching you right, they teaching you wrong, then you're going to pick up on those things. But then they're going to be a light that comes and shine, and they're going to teach you what is right. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to choose right, even though all your life you no one ever taught you the different. But when it do comes, this is why Christ comes in the world, because when it do comes, he said his own have not received him, but for those who did receive him, he said he gave the rights to them to become children of God, to have dominion over the earth. And so you're going to know when you're right, because you're going to choose right. They have some people that they was born of the bad seed, and someone came, that light came, and showed them what was right. And guess what happened? They still chose to do wrong. So you're going to know. So that was John chapter 1, verse 15.